Let's start off with the Nairobi Securities Exchange. We're down for the 20-share index for the second straight day. What is happening in the market?
Well, I would say that investors are just taking on profit in the short run, given that all indications are towards a growing or a rallying market.
Yes.
Previously, we thought that the rally would come out of the banking stocks, but they have shied out of the banking sector, essentially going for manufacturing, insurance, and these have driven growth in the past 1 week, and we're hoping that it will do the same in the next coming 1 week.
For a moment there, we're all optimistic. It looked like we were almost getting to that 3,800 figure.
Yes. I think it is still attainable.
Yes.
It is still attainable. You would expect that towards the end of the week and at the beginning of the week, investors, especially speculators, would be looking at drawing their gains, their short-term gains, as they think about the next strategy. But 3,800 is still attainable as the market builds up in the week.
So 12 million shares for the first trading day of the new week, about a value of about 303 million shillings. That's perfectly okay?
I would say that's a good start.
Yes.
It's quite a good start because we've had worse days where
yes.
we've done even 1 million or 2 million shares only. But I mean, 12 million is quite a good start, and if that can continue in the week, obviously growth is within the horizon.
Some of the more interesting ones also, Mumias Sugar hitting an 8-month high. We're expecting earnings out of that sugar maker, but closing about 3.9% up today. What are your thoughts on Mumias?
Well, Mumias, I mean, they're about to give their results, end-year results, because their year ends on June the 30th. Obviously, investors and speculators alike are looking at what can they get out of Mumias. Given that there has been all indications that Mumias has performed well in the week, or rather in the year, then it follows that it is something attractive for investors to look at. And I believe the results will prove that. And
Mumias Sugar is also undergoing some changes at the top. Even Skidero has left. He's been in charge of the company for well over a decade. And there's somebody new at the top of that. So what do investors think of this?
I think that was taken quite positively by the market. There has been a continuous rally since Kidero left the business early in the year. But beyond that, I think the policies and the management ideas that Mumias has continued to implement are still in place, and so far so good.
Let's talk about KCB, which we were talking about with Sam earlier, targeting the diaspora market in the UK. The UK is one of the largest sources of foreign remittances for the country, but to see a local bank targeting that, what do you think of this? What do you read in these tea leaves?
It's Kenyan first and foremost.
Right.
Then secondly, you'd realize that the remittances that come from the UK is quite a huge chunk of the business.
Yes.
KCB would be looking at owning that share of business. But beyond that, I think it's more sentimental as well.
Yes.
Number one, the Olympics make a lot of money for Kenya. In fact, athletics make a lot of money for Kenya. If KCB can capture that and show everyone who runs for Kenya, hey, we are here for you, and we are the bank to target.
Exactly.
So that means they'll get more money. It's something that, a strategy that if they employ, that if they can get beyond the region and reach out to the outside world, probably it might work out for them in the long term in terms of getting the remittance business.
We've only got a few seconds left. What do you think of the shilling? The central bank was today seeking to mop up about $60 million.
I'm on the optimistic side.
Yes.
First and foremost, I think the monetary policy that has been implemented by the central bank in the past 6 months have actually stabilized the shilling. The reduction in the base lending rate will contribute towards enabling the multiplier effect to happen in the macroeconomy. But beyond that, I think all indications are towards a strengthening shilling, given the economic fundamentals in the country.
William, asante sana.
Asante Larry.